In this video, I want to show you how to make mailing labels out of your Excel data. And actually what we do is we use Microsoft Word's mail merge technology. So let's say you have your list in Excel, and it would be really important that your first row contains your field names, like this particular spreadsheet. And then each row after that has a different person's name. Each column is a different field. So this would be the best format that you should use if your data is in Microsoft Excel and you want to make mailing labels out of that. All right, so notice that the first row contains your field names. I'm going to close out of Excel. And actually, we're going to go into Microsoft Word. Okay, so here we are in Microsoft Word. And what happens is you're going to pick on mailings. Under mailings, you would think that it's right over here where it says labels, but actually that allows you to make the same label, the whole sheet out of the same label. If you wanted to have different labels, you're going to do a mail merge. So let's pick on Start Mail Merge, and you're going to make either letters, emails, envelopes, or labels. Of course, we're going to do labels. Then at this point, it wants you to pick the label size. What I really like about this feature is that the Avery labels that you can purchase at Office Max or Staples are built right in. Now, there's other vendors here, okay? But quite frankly, the only ones I've ever used are the Avery labels. And you're going to pick on Avery US letter. Microsoft apparently has labels too, but I don't use those. I use the Avery US letter. And these are generally available at like Office Max or Staples or something like that. Now, if you notice over here, you have the product number. So these are standard Avery sizes. And a really popular size is called 5160. This is a standard address label. So let's pick that. All right, and we'll click on OK. Notice how the page looks like your mailing labels now. So that was the first step. The second step is who do you want to send it to, the select recipients. So we're going to click on that pull down. We're still under the mailings tab, by the way. Now you can type a new list, but you probably already have the existing list either in Access or Excel. So if it's either in Access or Excel, you would pick on Use an Existing List, which is what we're going to do. Notice how you can also make your labels from Microsoft Outlook. So we're going to pick on Use an Existing List. Then you're going to point to your Excel spreadsheet on your computer. Now, Windows Explorer is going to come up. So you want to make sure you pick the proper folder within Windows Explorer. Mine happened to be in the My Documents folder. So I picked on Documents. I'm going to scroll down. And notice how there's Excel spreadsheets, there's Access databases, and even different types of data here. But let's go back to that one I was just looking at. It was called Leads. So let me scroll down a bit. All right, so here is going to be Leads, the Excel spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and double click on that. Now it's asking you which sheet within that workbook has the actual data. Now I only have one sheet in my workbook, but if there's more than one, they'd be listed here. So you pick the proper sheet. Now here's a really important choice. It says the first row of data contains the column headers. I showed you that ours did, so I'm going to check that. That's a really important one. We're going to click on OK. That's where Word is also going to get the field names from. We'll click on OK. Now, so we picked on Start Mail Merge and we did labels. We pick on Select Recipients, and you picked, if you're going to say Excel or Access, you'll say Use an Existing List. Otherwise, you can make it right from Outlook. Now, if you did not want to send the labels to everybody, then you would say Edit Recipient List. Then you can actually pick and choose. If you uncheck those, then they would not get the label. Okay, so you can actually pick and choose from this list. If you wanted to send it to everybody, just click on OK here. And you really wouldn't even have to go into that screen. But if you wanted to pick and choose the people, you would pick on Edit Recipient List. Now, you could do the fields one by one. See where it says Insert Merge Field? Those are the actual fields from the Excel spreadsheet. You could do those one by one, but let me show you a quicker way. When you're building labels, you're going to use something that's called the address block. The address block already has the name, address, city, state, and zip built right in. When you do this, you really should come over here and pick on Match Fields, because Microsoft Word might be calling the field something different than Microsoft Excel is calling the fields. Let's see if it found matches. Word is looking for a first name field, and in Excel it was called a first name. It found a last name field. It found an address. We don't have an address too, but that's okay. It found a city, state, and zip. So you would want to make sure that it found the fields in the Excel spreadsheet. Otherwise, you would click on the pull down, and these are the fields from the Excel spreadsheet, and you would find the matching field. Okay? In this case, it found good matches for that. We'll click on OK. So the way we got to that was match fields. We're going to click on OK. That was called the address block. Now here's something you really have to do. Only put the address block in the first label. Make sure you pick on Update Labels. Then notice how the address block is in all of the labels. This is a really important step. Otherwise, you'll just have that first label. Then, basically, we're done. We're going to pick on Preview Results, and just like that, you just built your labels out of your Microsoft Excel data. Now, at this point, if there's more than one page, we can skim through the different pages. If you wanted to print that, you would turn Preview Mode off, and then come over here, just pick on Finish and Merge. We're going to say Edit Individual Documents. You pick on OK. And now there's your labels. All right, now they're ready to print. So the mail merge technology in Microsoft Word is how we do our mailings, our mailing labels from an Excel spreadsheet.